In a rare display of continuity from one episode to the next, we actually pick up sometime after the events of the Ultimate Doom. The Autobots are using their considerably high-tech talents to repair the global devastation caused by Cybertron's presence in Earth's orbit, by way of filling in potholes. The Decepticons, meanwhile, are hurting in the absence of real leadership. They're even short-handed enough for Soundwave to finally let out Frenzy, Rumble's red twin brother, making his first appearance. Rabid Transformers fanboys are driven absolutely nuts by this, since the colors of the toy versions of Rumble and Frenzy are reversed. Rumble is red, Frenzy is blue. Seriously, the whole issue is akin to some kind of holy war in certain internet circles, which never ceases to crack me the hell up. Megatron shows up, having survived the planet-moving detonation, and resumes insulting the troops almost immediately. Intel from Laserbeak reveals that Starscream is alive and well, and claiming to be leader of the Decepticons via tape. Turns out he'd much rather hang out with his new human pal, Dr. Arkeville, than actually lead the troops he claims to be in charge of. They're headed to Arkeville's secret lab, which, conveniently, everyone already knows the location of. In the lab, the good doctor reveals his greatest invention, the exponential generator, a device capable of producing infinite levels of energy. Now let's pause for a moment and consider this. He created those hypno-chips to give Megatron human slaves and assist his plan to pull an entire planet into the Earth's orbit to collect the ensuing energy. But all this time, he already had a machine that could produce vast amounts of energy without any of that convoluted middle part. But for some reason, this was the backup plan. Adding to the nonsense is Starscream's plan for the generator. He's rigged it to a timed detonator, which will destroy the Earth and allow him to collect the energy from a safe distance. Seriously, do these guys just have a blind spot for the obvious? It's a generator. You can already just collect the energy. So he transforms to his F-15 jet mode and flies Arkeville off into space. Yeah, I've worked around military aircraft, and I'm fairly certain they can't do that. Also, I guess I've accepted that Cybertron's been blown clear of Earth, but we're not really told exactly how far away it is now. Going by the on-screen clues provided, it's apparently a 3-hour flight by Magic Space Jet, which by my conservative estimates puts it somewhere in the neighborhood of the moon. Maybe. Starscream meets up with Shockwave, who refuses to accept him as the new leader, and continues calling back home to get guidance from, a grown-up. Dr. Arkeville attempts to sabotage the energy collection effort, and is nearly killed in the process. But Starscream's not a total bastard, and he fixes the old dude up with an awesome cyborg body. Arkeville, for some unknown reason, is unhappy with this. Man, what an ingrate! Oh, some stuff happens on Earth as well, but it's pretty incidental till the end. Optimus and Megatron stop the generator and join forces briefly to ensure that its power source safely detonates away from Earth. Conveniently, Starscream, who expected by now to be hearing an earth-shattering kaboom, is on his way back to stare into the barrel of the gun that hasn't fired yet, much like Wile E. Coyote. I say conveniently because he just happens to be flying right in the path of the generator's power source, which explodes him back down to Earth, right in front of Megatron. Man, what are the odds? The Autobots head home, and everyone has a good laugh about what Megatron's gonna do to old Starscream now. I wouldn't worry about that too much in any event. There's still another 40 or 50 episodes till we really deal with that. And now it's time for this week's science lesson. When you're dealing with a highly unstable power source, it's an excellent idea to just blindly toss it around, or tackle people who might be holding it.
Hey, Optimus, how'd you like to hear number one on the Decepticon Hot Cassette charts?
As I believe the Earthlings say, lay it on me, man.
You will go back to Earth to check it, Doctor.
And how do you propose I get there? Oh, on my roller skates?